12,000 pounds. He is still growing. So my friends, he's expected to double in size, okay? So if you're looking at him, his lineage, his genes, show that the males in his family get to be around 12,000 pounds. So what's really cool is that we have had Trua's ancestors here as well. So these whales are not just ones that were like, oh, we see you hanging off the coast of Florida. Come to see. No, they were all born here. There he is. Look at him. Do you see his eyeball? Yeah, it's not the big white spot. It's just in front of it. It's between that big white eye patch and that white bottom jawline. So he's going to swim around here. Does anyone else see a second whale in there? Anyone see two of them? You might not. I promise I'm not asking a trick question. I just don't know if the other male is in there. So we have two boys that live here with us at this Orlando park. Their names are Trua, the one that you just saw, and Makayo. Makayo is the youngest member of our killer whale family. He just turned 11, right? Birthdays are really hard. I started almost 7 years ago. In my mind, they're still like 3 and 4 years old, and they're not, right? They age just like we do. So Makayo is our youngest member of our SeaWorld family. So we have the 2 boys and 3 girls. How many does that make total? 5. Yeah, we have our fab 5 that are here at the park with us. That actually looks like little True or Makayo right here. So it looks like he's sitting right over here on the side. But Makayo's mother is legendary. How many of you adults heard of baby Shamu? Long time ago, right? She gave birth to her. Okay? So Katina is Makayo and one of our female Nalani's mother. So we have Katina, Nalani, and our third female is Malia. So lots of hope. There's little Mac. There's Makayo. I think. Yeah, there's Trua. See the size difference? Pretty crazy, right? Well, it is not about me. It is about the whales and their humans. And we have Stacy here. So Stacy is one of the trainers. And I think she has some cool things to show y'all, yeah?
Yeah.
You're going to do some cool stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
We're going to first kind of like hang out, watch the divers, kind of show people. So
perfect.
We're going to watch most of the time. We'll watch some down here, then we'll go upstairs and watch it from upstairs. And then we're going to meet our female killer whales, the ones that she was just telling you about.
So you can see all 5.
But this is pretty cool. So you get to see them up close. This is Trua right here. How I can tell really easily is I can see his freckles on his stomach. You're going to see those while he's over here. He's got a freckle on his chin. He's also really, obviously, he's huge. So he's the biggest one that we have here. He's over, let's see, 6,600 pounds right now. So he's massive, but when he's full grown, he'll almost double in size. So he'll weigh from 12,000 pounds. So he does have a lot of growing to do. And then Makayo's with him. He is just turned 11 years old, and he is our smallest killer whale, around 4,000-ish.
Is there normally freckles on them?
Yeah, so Trua has freckles. So his granddad had freckles that get kind of passed down from generation to generation.
Got it.
So that's one of the ways that we can tell him apart from our other whales. It doesn't really seem like Nalani or Malia or Makayo have freckles and others. But how many generations? There's like I guess one. So like a mom or her calves. But yeah. Is there a dad? Their dad is not here. None of their dads are here. Yeah, Tilly was a lot of their daughters. Yes. I did. I went to Grand Valley State University. It's up in Michigan, and I went for wildlife biology. But I didn't know before I started that the best thing to go for is psychology, because it's based on positive reinforcement and how to apply it. But you can still get into it anyway. You just have to be able to swim and talk to people, and
There you go, son.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you a good swimmer?
She wants to be in the room.
Yes? Okay, perfect. Yeah, I mean like thousands of guests, so it's terrifying, to be honest. I'm like, you are so good at it. She's so good at it.
So, yeah, great question. So, as we walk this way, you'll see we have a whole toy box around the corner here. So, a birthday cake usually is made out of some toys and gelatin. So, we have found that our whales really like gelatin. It is sugar-free, it is unflavored, so to you and I, it has absolutely no taste whatsoever. Trust me, I've tasted it. But the whales don't care about taste. So You guys can line up all along here. This was the pool that you guys were just down at. It's our second deepest pool at 26 feet. So right here is our little guy, Makayo. All their buckets are color coordinated and labeled for each whale. We want to make sure that they are getting the appropriate amount of fish. Their diet is based on and determined through us and our veterinarian staff, based on their age, if they're male or female, anything like that. So all of our whales are getting about 100 to 150 pounds of fish every day. They get capelin, herring, and then their favorite treat is salmon. It is all restaurant grade fish, so it's the same fish you guys would eat in a restaurant. They swallow their fish whole, they cannot chew it, even though they have very sharp teeth. If it's a big fish, like that salmon, most likely they're going to bite down and cut that fish into one or two pieces. And then they'll swallow. They also, because they swallow their fish whole, they have what's called selective regurgitation. So at any point in their area, they can select a fish or jello or whatever they want from inside their stomach and regurgitate it and bite it or eat it 50 times. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Down the hatch and just put it right there.
Oh, yep. Yeah. They have 4 chambers on their stomach, so it's usually only from that first chamber, but yeah. Yeah. What is up with that bird, right? They want fish. And they try to steal it from the whale. Yes, they do. They want a free meal. They have up to 52 teeth. They do interlock like a zipper, so that's where they're going to cut something in half. Killer whales are the top predator of the ocean. Most likely because they always have their buddies with them. Killer whales are pod creatures. So this is little itty bitty Makayo. As you can see, he's a little small. He's only 4,300 pounds. These boys will get to be between 10 to 12,000 pounds if they're fully grown. That silver platform is how I know how much they weigh. This is our scale. We get a digital readout right here of how much they weigh. And we weigh them every other week. That is important data. A lot of things I'm going to tell you about the data and research that we do with our whales is data they cannot get out in the wild. And we want to protect and help their wild habitats. Unfortunately, killer whale numbers in the wild are going down. And we want to make sure they start to go up. So we communicate with the whales using sign language that we've created. Basically, we just made up anything we wanted to. Or some kind of body movement, okay? Killer whales can hear very well. They just hear at higher frequencies than usually what our voices speak, okay? So usually body movements, as you can see, he's kicking his legs and moving his tail. And then we use our whistles to let them know that was amazing, stop what you're doing, come back to us for some kind of reward or reinforcement. We only believe in positive reinforcement, no punishment whatsoever. So everything is positive, everything is encouraging and motivating for sure. We're going to wave their tails to say goodbye to our giant guests. It's a great question. She asked me what did I go to college to do this job. Well, I studied marine biology because truthfully I never thought I was going to get this job. It is my dream job. I am originally from New Jersey. Yes. So I will tell you, the best thing to study in college is psychology. It's all about behavior, okay? We're more behavioralists. The whales can't talk to us. I really wish they could. It would make my life a lot easier. So, but they're going to show us through their behavior what they like, what they don't like, how they're feeling. They are picked out of the pod once they reach a certain age, and they make what's called these bachelor pods, hence our bachelor pod, okay? A pod of all male killer whales. They live in those bachelor pods, and when they're swimming along in the ocean, when they come across another pod of killer whales that has females, they might be invited in, one, two, all of them for breeding, and then the women will say, thank you, goodbye. So that, the males are on the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to killer whale society. Females are the boss. All right, so let's slide into this way.
Ah, poor male.
All right, guys, you guys go along this one now, okay?
A little bit of shade.
Yeah. Go nice and close. We got a little bit of shade.
Okay, so our three females, we have Malia, who is 14 years old. Okay. Then we have Nalani, who just turned 15 last month. And then we have Gandhi, we have the legend, we have Patina. Patina turned 45 this year. Yes, she is Nalani and Makayo's mom. She is a legend because we learned a lot from Patina. We did not know, researchers in the wild did not know what the gestation period for a pregnant killer whale was until Patina gave birth to the very first killer whale in the care of man back in 1985. Thank you, Patina. By the way, it's 17 months. Wow, right? Yeah. We did not know what the milk components were for a baby killer whale coming from mom until Patina gave birth back in 1985. So we have learned a lot thanks to her. And I feel very fortunate that I get to interact and play with her on a daily basis. So, all right, so like I said, the other three females are here. They're going to be doing a fun interaction with their trainers. We want to mix it up. Trust me, if we can try to make 2 days exactly the same here, it would not be able to happen. These are free thinking mammals. They are not robots. As you can see, you can hear them chatting. They're very excited. They're looking for they're watching the trainers walk up to the big bridge there. So I think we're going to do a fun interaction with some trainers up top. Justin's going to be here interacting with them. And like I said, we will set up that photo opportunity with our professional photos. All right, any questions so far? We are so not done yet. Yes.
Everyone has a belt.
Yes.
What are the things that are around your belt?
This is just an air pack, okay? It's just for safety reasons. A killer whale can hold their breath a lot longer than me. If I were to trip or fall into the water, I could have an air pack if I wanted it. Yeah, it's a actually very good scuba tank. Yes. Any other questions so far? No? Sure? This is Megan. Oh, I'm ready. Yes, go ahead. Yes. So let me see when they pop up. I'll point them out to you. So that's to the far right here. That's Nalani. She's the 15-year-old. In the middle is her mom, Patina. And then Malia is coming over to say hi to you. Okay? So each whale has their own little characteristics that we can use to tell them apart. Their dorsal fin on their back is a great way to tell them apart. That's actually just how I told them apart. All right, here goes Malia. Get those cameras ready. Oh no, Patina. Sorry, Patina. The legend.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get the photos real quick.
Oh, perfect.
And then we'll go ahead and we'll do a lot more stuff. You want everyone to slide down and we'll take one family group at a time? Great. All right, so everyone's right here. You guys come on down this way. We'll do them first. And then make sure you're with your family group, okay?
There's times they're super content, and sometimes they'll move. They'll just by making slow, soft sounds. Typically that's paired with a very relaxed body and a deep exhale, and that's like a sign that they're very content. So over time, we can oh yeah. That's one of the last things. Really, when we look at their here's some telling of like blue eyes, when we talk about that, it's looking at the so oh, they're very tight and body like that, and a nice relaxed. It's very clear.
vocals from Malia.
Perfect, Malia.
Ready? Set.
So watch, Justin's just communicating with his hands.
Good job.
Good job. They're very tactile animals. They love it when we can give them back massage, belly rubs, tail rubs. So anytime
Okay.
we can do that. All right,
All
let's
right,
watch.
you guys are going to give the cues, okay? So the first one, you'll take your fingers out in front and move them back and forth like you're conducting music, okay? All right, you watch them. Everybody ready? Two fingers out. Ready? Back and forth. All right, this next one, you're going to take your pointer finger all together on the count of 3. We're going to point to the top of her head, okay? Ready? Watch them. 1, 2, 3, point. All right, and since it's almost Halloween, this last one, on the count of 3, we're all going to go boo really loud, okay? All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, boo!
So I have to throw it in with my favorite fun fact, and you can kind of see, but on her rostrum right there, you can see there's little dots. It's because all mammals at some time in their life have to have hair. And when they're born, they have whiskers.
They have whiskers.
Yeah, and the whiskers fall out, and then they're completely bald from then on in. But you can only see the follicles if you're up close.
You can also see her eyes really well here. It's under that false eye patch, right? It might also look like sometimes like they're crying as with a protective mucous membrane that they have on their eyeballs. They have built-in goggles. You want to make sure that those eyes stay really clean, especially out in the wild where it's not so clean, right? We're lucky. This is the cleanest saltwater you're going to find. Yeah, let me see what she does. Put their teeth. Yeah, believe it or not, their teeth are very soft, so it's very natural for them to get worn out. They explore everything with their hands, right? Okay, so very quickly, that black dot on her belly is her belly button. They are attached to her umbilical cord, just like that. Automatically detaches during birth dresses. And then he's showing you how to get a voluntary blood sample. With a very prominent vein just under the surface of the skin from that tail tube. And they actually all have, what is the physicals? Yesterday. All of our reps get a full physical with our veterinary team, including a blood draw 12 times a year. So once a month. We only get it once a year, right? Our annual physical. They get it 12 times a year. We want to make sure that they stay as healthy as possible. We also brush our whales' teeth 2 times a day. They only get 1 set of teeth their whole lives. Unlike us, we get a baby set and then an adult set, right? So they only get 1 set. So with the teeth that you saw, we want to make sure that 1 set stays as healthy as possible. It's almost like a water pick. When you flush around, make sure all those fish pieces and stuff gets out. Yeah.
In the wild, do they ever like lose their teeth?
They sure do. Actually, one of the biggest major causes of death of killer whales out in the wild is a tooth infection. Yeah. So if they find themselves having a tooth infection, they're going to do everything in their power to try to get rid of that tooth, rid of the
Do
infection.
people ever like find them in the ocean?
They shouldn't. The United States has laws against it, which is great. You say climb, right? Is that what you're saying? Find their teeth. Oh, we're trying this time. They might, but probably not. Probably 6 months.
So Lou's on the left, she was like, I'm going to get the ice cube.
So, an ice cube is less than that. They could do that if it's a distant senator. So it's just an ice cube as it jumps right there. So it's a little Alright, they're going to do it again because I didn't know they were doing it. Camera's ready. I'll try to count it down to the best of my ability, okay?
What are they doing?
Alien again.
Okay.
Yes.
If you don't want to get wet, totally fine. Just move on.
Can I get them to get that later and I'll put them back to you?
I'm reminding you, this is 50 degrees salt water, and it's not just a trickle. You will be wet. Potentially soaked.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You want to get the girls that
I'll get a little wet. I don't want to get soaking wet. I'll get a little wet.
Okay.
Alright, get ready. You probably will get wet back there too. Alright, ready?
Go.
Here it comes. Close your mouth.
Yeah, they got a little soak. Look what you're doing over there. Oh, what a cutie boy. Bye, little killer whale.
So I'm going to tell you something that is going to sound make-believe, but it's actually true. So they can't go to sleep like you and I, okay? Because they have to think about breathing. They have to open and close their blowholes, right?
Perfect.
So they can rest or sleep one half of their brain. And that eye will be used. And they can go
Literally, what, once a week? The big truck comes into the big commissary? Yeah, okay, so then you guys get to do it
when that
every
side
day.
restaurant open up, and they can rest and close that. Dolphins do it too. Killer whales are the largest member of the dolphin family. So they're like cousins.
Sleep with one eye open.
The company made that choice about 6 years ago. The boys can get up to 12,000.
Bye, killer whales.